הנני מוכן ומזומן, לקיים מצוות תעשה, של ספירת העומר, של ספירת העומר, של ספירת העומר, של ספירת העומר. Yada-da-da-da-dum. Yada-da-da-da-da-dum. Yada-da-da-da-da. Yada-da-da-da-da. Yada-da-da-da-da-da. Yada-da-da-da-da. Yada-da-da-da-da-da. Yada-da-da-da-da. Yada-da-da-da-dum. Yada-da-da-da-da. Yada-da-da-da-dum. Yada-da-da-da-da. 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ruach haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer, al sfirat haomer. Hayom shmona asar yom shehem shnei shavuot v'arba yamim laOmer. This is the 18th day, totaling 2 weeks and 4 days of the Omer, as we are in the week of Tiferet, the week of beauty and harmony and compassion. We are Netzach Sheba Tiferet, Netzach, the endurance, this determination and tenacity that says we're ready to keep pushing through. 18 Chai, we have some life, let's do it. And so we have to continue to find this balance in our ongoing work. And it shifts with every season, of course. Every season of life reminds us that this is an ongoing process, right? There's constant change happening in our lives, in our world, and just in existence that we are. So on this, there we go. On this day, we look at Psalm 18 on day 18 that says, God brings me out into the expanse, and God releases me because God desires me. So if we're God's desire, we're being called to go forth, to live fully, to stand in strength, to let our light shine. And so we ask ourselves, how do we move forward? What is it that we have to do that pushes us to that next step? Feel like when we think of Netzach, when we think of this determination, some of us are so determined that it could be counterintuitive. Sometimes it's hard to slow down a bit, right? We talked yesterday about having balance. When we're noticing something, when we're feeling like we're moving too fast or we've stepped too far and we're kind of off kilter, our balance isn't kind of leveling out, to slow down and name and give attention to something that's beautiful or something that inspires us or something that just stops us in our tracks, to say, hey, wait a second, recalibrate. And so when we're recalibrating yesterday and today we need the endurance to push through, we want to make sure that the endurance is coming, but it's not tipping the scale where we're off balance. So within keeping the balance, we want to be able to continue to move up and down a little bit, but on this constant flow, that we've given ourselves enough preparation to push forward. Not to say we've been doing this for 18 days, I'm over it, but rather to say, hey, we made it 18 days. How can we keep going? Are we holding on to something? Is something dragging us down? I use this analogy often, and I remember Samantha even mentioning it, like maybe years after I had said it initially, is it's like when you go shopping and you're just holding the bags and your fingertips are turning white or blue because you're holding the bags, or at least that used to be my life. One would buy, and one would hold the bags. So I was the bag holder always. Not to say I didn't buy it. I bought it, but it wasn't for me. And so, like, sometimes the bags are just so heavy, physically heavy, that you just need to put them down in order to be moving forward. And I think that that's where we find endurance. It's like whatever's weighing you down, just leave it at the door. You don't always have to go back for it. Sometimes you might, but if it's too heavy and it's going to tip the scale, forget it. Let it go. Our practice for today in Netzach Shevet Teferet is to say, what do I have to let go of in order to be able to step forward? It's not easy because we drag around our baggage all day, right? Because that's the way we are, because we're human. But on this 18th day of the Omer, it says, you know what? Ask yourself, how can I live fully if I'm being dragged down? How can I find endurance to move forward if I don't let go of something that doesn't serve us anymore? Let it go. Psalm 18, verse 2 says, I will act compassionately toward all. I'll repeat it because I need to hear it myself. I will act compassionately toward all. I will remember that my strength comes from the connection to oneness. As we connect each and every day, each and every night, we remind ourselves that we are part of this interwoven web of divine light, of divine creation. And so together we find endurance to keep moving forward even when we're not the strongest, because we have one another. For we are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you. Thank you for joining Ariella, Samantha, and Donna, Bet, whoever else is watching that didn't check in. Let's continue to count up. Think for today. Margaret, think for today. What are we holding on to that we just have to let go in order for us to continue to move forward? Am Yisrael Chai. Let's continue to live together. Today's the 18th day. 18, Chai, life. Let's continue to live. See you back here tomorrow morning at 9:30. I just want to make sure. I think tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow, our intention will be for Yom HaZikaron, which is Israel's Fallen Soldier Day or Israel's Memorial Day. And then Wednesday morning at 9:30 for Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's independence, which doesn't feel so independent in this moment. But let's continue to count on and count up. 9:30 a.m., 9:30 p.m. Let's keep doing the work that we need to do. Lila Tov, everybody. A blessing to be with you. Let's continue. Bonnie, you're here. Let's continue to count and recount and continue to count. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 O Rabbeinu Chai. Lila Tov.